Hello to all you geeks and degenerates out there, and welcome back to our last step towards Battinson. Fuck, we're finally done with this entire journey.
Right.
And yeah, and to be honest, yes, I know we're not counting the BVS because we did those videos already, so don't get mad at us in the comments. Just go back and watch it within our gallery. But anyways, yeah, we're on the final installment of Christopher Nolan's Batman. And yeah, what'd you guys think about it? Like, once it came out, any trailers? Oh, by the way, we're joined by Seb from Slurrp Media and Enzo as usual. Yes. But yeah, when this movie came out, or was about to come out, did you guys watch the trailers? Were you guys hyped for it?
Well, the timing was perfect for me because I said I watched The Dark Knight first when Avengers came out, and The Dark Knight Rises came out the same year. Like, oh, perfect timing. So I was really excited for this one. And like, we watched it. I watched it in festival back when festival had not the best cinemas, but it was still a nice experience. And yeah, I ended up really liking it, and like The Dark Knight up and down throughout the years, but like I landed in the spot where like, you know what, I think I do like this a lot.
Yeah, how about you?
I don't know if I recall any trailers or promotion for this, but I knew it was coming. And I was like, wow! It's Bane. I don't have any fond memories of this guy. This was before I really got into Batman, because I got into Batman, like really got into Batman in 4th year high school. So, I saw this is coming out, and I was like, why does Bane have a crab on his head? But besides that, I was like, I'm looking forward to this. Why does Bane sound like that? To my knowledge, this man is Mexican. Why is he now like... Why is he British? Why is he British? Would you like some fish and chips on the basis that you look like a crustacean? Besides that, I was looking forward to it, but also going like, how are they gonna fucking follow up Dark Knight? Like, how are they gonna pull this off without, like, with the fact that we kind of ignored that the Joker was around?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, like
not even a hint on, like, remember that crazy dude from last time?
Touched on Harvey, but not on Joker.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like, yeah, Harvey's dead. That's real sad. Wonder how that happened.
We'll
yeah.
get to that once we get to it.
He was just not around. He was just not around. Like, we knew the effects of what he did were still, like, looming, but no one ever really knew what happened to him after, because he wasn't around. And I've had to ignore the fact that he wasn't around.
Right?
Like, everyone broke out of Blackgate and Arkham, and then no Joker.
Right.
Like, we got Scarecrow. We didn't get Joker, and he's not. So he's like missing.
Yeah, and that is the weirdest thing. Like, you could say that, oh, they'll be teasing us, oh, Joker's gonna be back, but how dare they do that to Heath Ledger?
Yeah, but then
like,
also,
they
Joker's
did this with
not
Robin.
here.
Yeah, but they did this with Robin, like, oh, there's gonna be more story. They could have at least showed, like, maybe a dude in a purple suit walking out of the prison or something like that. I don't know.
I love how there's a dude in the prison not dressed up in prison garb. Like, just the custom suit, just the trench coat, while everyone's in orange. Alright, cool.
Alright, fine. Orange suit, but with green hair.
Okay, cool.
I do remember the after effects of this movie, because every day for the past few months in school, Seb would just go up to me or Edwin and be like, "Do you feel in charge?" Every single day.
like somebody would be like, "Fuck off, Seb." They places his hand right here. We're like, "You're in charge."
Never mind, sir. Never mind. Never mind. You are in charge. Please don't turn me into oatmeal.
No, yeah, I'm just imagining like a teacher going, "Seb, sorry, yeah, no, you have one demerit for being late to class, and he just places his hand on his shoulder.
You
Like,
judge.
Well, considering the fact they're like, why did you provoke the man into slapping you? I wouldn't be surprised.
Right, it's exactly that. It's exactly that.
There,
Oh,
there was so much shit I got away with.
I just gotta say, in our school, sure there was no mob, but it kind of felt like there was.
There was, but technically there was a mob. But the problem with that mob is it was one dude.
And he can teleport. No.
Yeah, you can teleport.
An inside joke we'll talk about next time. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, the start of this movie is pretty much Gordon, 8 years after the incident of the Dark Knight, after Harvey left a huge ass dent within Commissioner Gordon and Bruce Wayne's life.
Was that on purpose?
He left a giant Harvey between Bruce Wayne and Commissioner Gordon. Here we are with Gotham. Harvey Dent is dead. We have a huge void in Commissioner Gordon or Batman. Or should I say, a dent between law enforcement and the Batman.
But yeah, like 8 years have passed. Gordon still struck by the guilt of letting his best friend take the fall, as this dude pretty much has was glorified unto the public
Yeah.
as
Would
a
you say
hero.
they're best friends? Co-workers,
You
maybe.
didn't have the friend like I did. Yeah, that whole speech.
Ah, right. Yeah.
And Bruce Wayne pretty much retired as Batman, and I could see why. Man has the early stages of arthritis, and it's horrible.
My
He
knee!
doesn't have any.
My knee.
My
Like, remember
knee!
the soft tissue between your knees? He doesn't have that anymore.
Should have landed on Scarecrow's van like that.
Yeah, he had to stop with the whole superhero landing.
Yeah.
Like,
You know, that's
yeah,
the funniest thing about all of this. What if this all happened because of him landing on the van like that, and nothing to do with him falling 2 stories? Like, it was all that van thing, and he was just ignoring it for the entire span of the Dark Knight. Thing, because he chose to land on the van knee first.
Like, we didn't see him glide underneath, like, towards the van. We know that there was force.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
fucking knee
Went in
dropped.
with.
He knee dropped it. He was like, I'm just gonna ram my way onto this fucking van. Woo! Fuck my knee, my knee, my knee, my knee. Lucius didn't tell me that this would affect my knee, my knee, my knee.
But, yeah, as we can see that it's peacetime. Nobody... there's no problems anymore in Gotham. Kinda. But, like, we're in peace times, there's no more mob, there's no more problems, but still, Gordon has a hunch that there's something bad coming up. And then we get to the scene, and this scene was fucking amazing in my opinion, because, like, Nolan just had to be really extra with this movie when it came to this plane scene. Like, fuck you, Nolan. Okay,
They
we
filmed
get it, you're
that,
a good
like-
director.
They filmed that legit in the air, right? Like,
Mm-hmm.
God, I would be so scared.
Right.
I would be
And,
so scared.
No, because I was watching this, and hey, credit to the stunt guys. All you guys did an amazing job. But I was recording when I was watching this for this review, and there was that one dude who was like rappelling down towards the plane after they hooked it, and he just eats airplane, like just immediately BAM! You can put up the video that I sent you on Facebook and stuff.
Damn.
But
Dude.
like, I just swear, that shit was crazy.
Dude, Nolan has something against, like, VFX, as if VFX killed his parents. Like, if he can if he can practical, he would. He hates VFX so fucking much. Like, he has a personal agenda against VFX.
George Lucas is his Joker.
Yeah. No, in fairness, no. In fairness to Lucas, that man loved practical.
Oh,
He
that's
loved practical. He no, like I wouldn't say a lot of people understood how to mix practical and VFX like George, but like fucking really has something against it. Like you give this guy big budgets for his movie because by the end of it, he spent that money on the set. The revolving set from Inception. He actually made that. He fucking he just got a giant lottery spinner thing for the set. Like dude, this man spent bank. And it's crazy. Like that plane scene was like an actual detriment to life. You know, like it was actually dangerous to film that, and he was like, you know, we could film the, you know, with VFX, right? And he's like, how the fuck dare you say those three?
Via what?
VF what? You know what? You're very fired from this set. That's a VF. I'm telling you right now. Fuck it.
But I don't know. Like, just
So much
this...
dead air in between that. There was so much dead air.
I thought there was gonna be a punchline right after. You always end it with a punchline, so I'm like, do you have something to
Sorry,
say?
sorry.
Sorry.
Record for trailing off my sentences. You're like, and yet, yeah.
Yeah.
Or just like, yes. Oh, there's no punchline.
Seb pretty much went, that was a great time. Remember that time? Yeah, that was...
Good times, good times. You didn't end the story though. I know, but it was a good time.
But anyway,
My bad,
for sure, the stunt people who had to zip line towards this fucking broken up fucking airplane, probably 1,000 feet in the air, they should have gotten like a small fortune for doing that. Especially the camera crew. Like, fuck.
What was the budget for this movie?
Yeah, so?
I'm sure they trusted Nolan with everything, so there's that.
No, what was the
enough
budget
to-
for it?
Enough to buy a small island, maybe.
Enough to buy a small plane, owing to demolish the small plane.
It had 250 million budget. Makes sense. 250 fucking million dollars. Yeah.
I think you could buy a small island with that.
You could buy a sports team with that. Like, you could buy the fucking Celtics for that shit. It's crazy.
But yeah,
And you could tell he spent that money too.
Mm-hmm.
Like you could really tell he spent that money.
But
Ow.
you okay?
Muscle pain. I've been working out. It really hurts. I'm not
Nice,
mahal
man.
ng ganito.
But yeah, was there any scenes that really stood out to you guys in this movie?
Do you feel it, Judge?
You're pure evil.
Honestly, like it's a lot of shit that's funny. Do you feel in charge is pretty funny? So that's what it feels like was also pretty funny. What else was funny? Magic knee brace is phenomenal. I love how he's like, he had brace, and like just because it adjusts like the Back to the Future Nike shoe, he suddenly has a better leg than he previously had.
Right?
Like it makes you wonder why he didn't just wear the knee brace from the start. If this is what was gonna happen anyway.
I guess he hasn't come to Fox in like 8 years, so he's like, hey, got anything for my leg? I gave back. And that was the weirdest thing too. He broke a wall. No, sorry, a pillar.
He kicked something made of bricks, and I was like, you know, this much knee power, you should have just rolled start. Like you could have probably knee dropped on the van and been fine if this was your knee from the start.
Mm-hmm.
Like jumping from 2 stories and like landing on your ass. If you had this knee brace, I think you'd still be fine anyway.
Right.
Like this is a magic knee brace. It's just phenomenal. If we can get our hands on magic knee braces, I think we'd be set for life physically, you know?
Yeah, no more arthritis.
Yeah, for Ben Mendelsohn, he should stop working for people with masks. It doesn't really turn out well for him at all.
Ben Mendelsohn? Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. The dude from Rogue One's here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait,
From
what's
what?
the name of his character again? He's the guy who's like, you're pure evil, and he's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I'm not necessarily evil, snaps his neck.
Yeah.
No, I know who he is in this movie, but what are you referencing?
Isn't he
What are
usually
you-
like the corporate bad guy?
Yeah, he's usually the corporate bag.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because, like, now in modern days, all I remember him as is the Skrull.
Yeah.
He was corporate bad guy in Ready Player One.
And he
I would
was.
say,
Oh!
yeah, he was also Krennic. Yeah. So Space Galactic
Oh!
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
now I remember this guy from all of those movies. I've seen all of those and completely forgot he was there.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. He's the Bob Kane of Star Wars. You know? Death Star, and he's like, no, I built the Death Star. It's my plan. It's my plan. Yeah.
But yeah, I also want to point out, man, Nolan, you had 3 tries, yet you still failed. What is up with the fucking fight scenes, for fuck's sake? What is up with the fucking fight scene? I swear, sure, that scene at the rooftop also didn't make any sense, because there was a dude with a fucking assault rifle just running around like a fucking idiot. And I'm like, what
It's
the
a
fuck are you
tactical
doing?
shooter. It's a tactical shooter, bro. You can't just run and gun. Like,
Batman,
And
Dark Knight have CS:GO
Yeah.
mechanics.
Batman punches so hard that the air punches for him, apparently.
no, that's the magical knee brace, mate. That's magical. That's what it does.
The magical knee brace gives you like fucking the force. Like he
No,
does
okay.
that he does that thing Deku where he's like, and then for some reason a gust of wind hits you in the face.
Right. Like a few of the action scenes I like watching, like when Bane takes out the guards at the bank or the stock market with his helmet. Like,
Oh.
that was
Oh.
pretty sick.
Yeah, that was sick. That was sick. That was legit good. But every time it's Batman or Catwoman, I get it. They might not have any backgrounds within martial arts.
Catwoman was fine.
Yeah, Catwoman was fine.
Okay, sure.
It,
But
it's
every time
Batman solely. You know?
Yeah. And like, Enzo, pop up the video here. Because I sent you the videos. I videoed every moment where somebody was like, ah! And would just magically fall.
Also,
And I'm like,
They're just rejected pro wrestlers. All of
Catwoman
them.
knocks out someone by stepping on their foot. Because, like, Ben Mendelsohn's henchman was like, is it hard to walk a nose? And she just steps on his leg. And he's never heard from him again. I'm like, how hard did you hit this leg?
I mean, like a piece of metal going through your foot really hurts.
Yeah, but we didn't hear, ah! We just like, oh, he just knocked out. Okay, I guess that's how heals work. In this universe, at
I
least.
don't fucking know. I don't fucking know. I would say as well, Bane fight was really cool, but there are a lot of things where I was like,
Was that a fight, though? That's more like a beatdown.
yeah. I will say I didn't
That's
like the
The
spinning.
mugging.
The spinning
The mugging?
punch of Bane was weird, in my opinion.
Hmm.
I mean, yes. I would just say, let's just pretend he's like it's like a variation of like a back fist in man punch.
Sure.
Really theatrical mix of a back fist / Superman punch. Get that it's bullshit. It was less Batman fight and more like the mugging of Bruce Wayne.
Right.
I will say
me.
I wasn't there. Like if Bane and Batman were just brawling and not talking at all, I would have found the scene kind of like it's okay. But knowing the fact that there was dialogue here and the entire speech Bane was giving to Batman while Batman was just having a hard time. was
I
fucking
wondered what would break first. Your spirit? Oh, you buddy! finishes him. Just fucking.
I do like the "Let's not stand on ceremony here, Mr. Wayne."
Mr. Wade. And then Catwoman was like, what?
Like, huh? Oh shit! Oh fuck!
You're the
That
fucker from American Psycho. And you're the fucker from Princess Diaries.
Yeah. I also like the
How's
fact,
Genova?
like the fact that he cracks his mask. You're like, holy shit, this guy's.
Oh, yeah.
intense.
And you just see Christian Bale's face. I was like, oh, all right.
It's like, oh my god, he punched him so hard he gave him a stroke.
A punch me into a quadriplegic. I mean, it's actually possible, but like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, man's just got such a severe concussion. He's like, hey.
No, because like once Christian Bale goes slackjaw, it's just kind of funny to see him in the
It
back
is.
suit.
It's super. There are a lot of inadvertently funny scenes in this movie.
When Talia al Ghul is fucking dying, Batman's just like,
My father's work is complete.
and he's like, the fuck?
Like, this is the second Al Ghul you killed. Why are you so confused, Batman?
No, what's even worse is like, yeah.
I didn't kill. It was Catwoman.
Yeah.
My hands are still clean.
Oh, speaking of body counts, I would say Batman probably had 4 in this movie. Like,
Who did he
directly.
kill? Who did he kill?
Who did he kill?
Who did he kill?
There was this one bus driver. No, not bus driver. There was the one that was carrying the nuke.
Mhm.
And then he just goes in front of it and just shoots the driver's side. Guy dies, Talia al Ghul takes his... I was like, that was on purpose. Batman knew what he was doing there.
He shoots him with a gun?
Yeah, with the bat's
Bat plane.
cannon. Like, directly at the... what do you call it?
He's like,
Driver's seat.
fuck it,
I'm like,
it's a nuke. I have to make exceptions.
Bruce is just like, this is a gun?
But yeah, we also enter, the biggest plot hole of the movie. Like, how the fuck did he get back to Gotham?
Right.
Actually, don't think he ever got back. Like, I think this is one of the Nolan moments. Because, Alfred foreshadows, like, I picture you one day. Like, we don't speak to each other. But I'm picturing you, kids. And you're finally living a happy life, and all we do is acknowledge. I think, like, if we're going with, like, the sadder ending, Bruce never it, and Alfred is just vacationing, and looked across the table and liked to imagine Bruce would be there,
Ooh.
finally living a life.
Like, he
That's
never
the
made
sadder. No, he definitely made the nuke disappear, but he actually died doing it. And Alfred is just picturing him, what could have been his life at the end of the movie. So, like, was never there with him. Bruce is just like, not. He's dead. He's definitely dead. But like, knowing Nolan, you can interpret that as whatever you want. But like, the more likely thing is that that's just a delusion. But yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. It's an open-ended ending.
Going back to funny scenes, Sir, your wife took your car. I have a wife, and you just see Catwoman driving away
He
with
was
his
like, my
car.
wife? I was like,
My wife!
My wife.
I like how sassy Catwoman's here. Like, yep, that's definitely Catwoman. Like,
Oh, I love Anne Hathaway here as Catwoman. They
yeah,
picked an amazing Catwoman.
like
Anne
this-
Hathaway's a phenomenal. She's my favorite so far.
So far.
I'm sure it's gonna be Zoe Kravitz, but from the one scene, she's my favorite Catwoman.
Yeah, and there's a clever way of like showing that she's Catwoman too, where her goggles make the cat ears instead of her wearing a latex suit, which is awesome.
the scene in the bar when she's like pretending to panic and just like, oh, sorry, sweetie, I gotta go. We're like, what? Okay.
Yeah, that shit was surreal. Where the SWAT team comes in and she, after like probably capping 3 guys, she's like, ah!
Yeah.
I was like, damn,
She says
that's
sorry.
good.
Says sorry to the future actor who'll be Thomas Wayne and Joker.
Hmm. He's like, call me.
Like, call me.
Joker.
Yeah. But yeah,
Joker.
hearing Bane go corrupt. It's pretty funny too. We're like, why?
Going what?
We're going what?
The corrupt.
You keep cutting out, mate.
Corrupt.
You're corrupt.
I power and I'm giving back to you, the people.
People.
This is making me realize, like, is this because like he does Tom Hardy? He doesn't have moments where he naturally sounds like that. And just Tom Hardy just not the type of guy you should get to do accent or like monologue. Cause like he does have a surprisingly high voice sometimes.
Yeah.
You know? And I was just like I don't know if this is
Yeah.
he's
Yeah, until he's Venom. Going,
and that's still Tom Hardy.
yeah.
That's still Tom Hardy.
Yeah, it is.
But like that's Tom Hardy with the Boss Metal Zone in front of his but like sometimes he has a really high voice and you kind of forget. And it makes you wonder like why did Chris Nolan like sign off on a lot of this shit? Like Bale's Batman voice is objectively bad, isn't it? Like we make fun of it all the time, and now like when we do Batman voices, it's always where are the checks? But isn't it bad? Isn't it like technically a bad voice?
Yeah.
And isn't Bane's voice also objectively bad?
That's also weird, like, cause now, like, yeah, as you mentioned it, Bane's voice is weird to the point where, like, you kind of imagine Bane having like a very big mustache underneath that, like,
Yeah.
old British style 1800s mustache.
Yeah, but it's all laughable. Like
Yeah,
you see a world where you're laughing at this. So, for a series that's supposed to be taken seriously, there's a lot about it you don't take seriously.
Mhm.
Like a surprisingly large amount of Dark Knight's content we've joked about. You know, like it begins in this that has a ton of memes.
Yes.
Like I don't know, man. Like I don't know why they chose these like options for voices. Bale could have just gone with like a slightly grittier voice, but not. Oh yeah. He just sounds like someone who really smoking.
Mhm.
And Bane also Bane sounds like someone who has his nuts hot. You know.
Like, okay, I mean, y'all know that. Like, come on, studio. You know that
Come on,
fucking
stupid.
sorry,
Come on, WB.
Tom Hardy is already British. Why did you have to give him like a slight flavoring to his accent? Like
A
he's already British,
prepubescent Sean Connery.
right? Like you could have just stuck with his British accent, and yeah, you had the film. And that sounds intimidating already.
Yeah.
Like, well, I don't know why they had to make the whole voice thing.
I-
I mean, it's stuck. People liked it,
I think
but
my
for me as well.
favorite parody of it is in Lego Batman, where it's comic Bane, but it's still Tom Hardy's like voice. Like that's pretty funny.
Well, like the luchador mask.
Yeah, yeah.
But all right.
Bane is a luchador in the comics, though.
Yeah.
That's how he grew up in Santa Prisca. Like, he'd have like death matches with fuckers, lucha style.
Yeah. And I got like, I will say, Tom Hardy as Bane is really cool. Because this man was pretty much Mike Tysoning Christian Bale. Remember that
They
scene
were-
in the Pillar?
They were
Like, that's so
amazing.
scary.
They were amazing at making Tom Hardy look taller than Christian Bale.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Cause he's not. Like he kind of will look up to Christian Bale like this in real life, but like there definitely didn't look like it. He definitely looked taller than Bruce.
Isn't like Tom Hardy like 5'10", and Christian Bale's like 6.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
I do like the scenes where, as you mentioned, Bane punching the shit out of the pillar and like just going full feral, like in Batman just landing a couple of more hits on his poor mask. Like, I guess he's done with.
I will argue that like Bane should have won. Batman was slow and injured, and he just came from recovering from his back. Bane should have won that one.
Yeah, he just found the one weak spot. Like, I guess I just have to hit that over and over again.
The mask.
Yeah.
Well, what's up, man?
I just gotta tell you because I researched his height. Tom Hardy's my height.
What's your height?
5'7".
Bullshit.
He's 5'7".
That's my
5'7". He's 5'7". He's 5'7".
Thanks. Short Kings, let's go! Short Kings! Let's fucking go!
I'll throw it up for the audience.
I love representation. It says 1.75 meters. I checked what that. It's 5'7". He's 5'7".
Short Kings.
Short Kings.
Short Kings, yeah.
Or internationally short kings.
Yeah. Because 5'7" is actually like average.
Enzo's taller than Tom Hardy.
What do you guys think of the Talia twist?
It completely sucks. I hated the Talia twist. I hate Talia twist almost as much as I hated my name is Cheva. Like, it wasn't comedic, it wasn't played as a joke, but it made Bane look stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, he made up such a plan. He was the voice of the dismantling of Gotham and the face of it just for it to be his girlfriend.
Yeah. And I got a little bit disappointed there too, because like, well, that last scene with Bane, where she just was like, "Oh, I was the one. I'm the slow knife that goes into blah 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 blah," and Bane pretty much is just tearing up at the side. I'm like, Bane kind of looks like a dog here now. Like he's just a puppy under this master's control. So I was like, okay,
kind of
like all this time just for Bane to be a simp.
Yeah.
Right? The reason why my father they saw a monster is because he loved me. I'm like,
can you just go back to going bomb 24/7?
Bomb.
What did you say about Pokimane? That's just him though. That's just him though. He's been, and it's sad.
I spent $500 on Pokimane.
Yeah.
She's my favorite content creator. How dare you object to me?
I'm gonna lock down Los Angeles.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I will say
it was not the best twist. Like, really, that's how this ends.
I will say the MVPs of this movie though was Catwoman, Gordon, and Future Robin. Like, these were
dude. Ned
characters.
Flanders was great. Ned Flanders was amazing in this movie, man.
Gordon does look like Ned Flanders. I forgot about that.
He looks like Ned. Diddly. The Dark Knight's back bidly.
Diddly Batteroony.
How's it doing, Batman? Oh.
No, but like, I don't know, I would say like MVP here, Gordon, the entire way. This man just came from the hospital and capped two guys in his own fucking room. I'm like, damn, okay.
Surprised they let
Batman
them
doesn't.
gun.
Yeah.
Batman doesn't let me. Batman doesn't kill, so that I can.
He's a cop. Killing bad guys is fine.
You know what's really funny? Like when what's the cop's name? Blake was interrogating the truck driver, and his shot ricochets to the back of the guy, so he's still like, "What did you do? What are you doing here?" And the guy's like,
And he just tosses the gun.
Yeah. What are you doing? And the guy's like, he's dead. Stop.
Stop! He's already dead.
I would say that kind of looked like legit police training though. How Blake did the whole from the holster kind of shot, and then was this he's like elbowing the guy. That looked like legit training though.
Yeah.
Ricocheting a bullet like fucking bullseye. I don't know if that's procedure, but yeah.
I kept missing the quick draw. I'm like, why does the gun go off, and then watching it on Netflix, like, oh, that's the whole Western thing.
Yeah, it's just a quick draw from the way.
Yeah.
Yep.
Again, how does Batman make it home from the hole in the desert?
Okay, let's talk about the fucking magical hospital that is that prison. Like, what the fuck?
I wish it was that simple to cure broken.
Right?
Right.
Like, I'm gonna cure your back. How are you? Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
And I'm like, no!
He-
How does that
was
get the nerves then?
That was the opposite. That was the opposite of delicate. If I ever had to like research what is the definition of the opposite of delicate, it would be that scene. Like there was more raw. It was so raw. That's how to further damage a back for sure.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, like, if this old man, this dollar store Alfred, had to go 1 centimeter off, Bruce might have not walked again.
Just stand here. Oh fuck! I killed you. Sorry.
Alfred at home was so good at his job. I swear.
Like, yes, that's how you repair a dislocated shoulder. You punch it.
And mind you, these are secondhand information. He didn't study med school. There was a doctor right at the other cell telling him what to do. And this man was just like, okay, I'll try.
He basically wears Waldo to his back. He's like, I found it! And just fucking beats his back. No, but like, that doesn't make any sense though. If his back is as broken as it was, surgery. And he actually just like clicked it back into play. Simple dislocation of your shoulder. But like, doesn't add up at all. And after that fucker wait, no, he works out, right?
Mm-hmm.
He has the workout montage. And then he climbs up. The hole. The deep hole.
How does
None of
Batman
it does.
not have permanent nerve damage after that, though?
Well, that's a thing too. Is that like with regular surgery to fix that injury would take you probably an entire year or a year and a half to recover with PT. Him it was a couple of months. I get it, Batman. And also, mind you, for sure Bane took away that leg thing, that magical leg brace.
Yeah.
So how is he doing all of this?
Because
Christopher Nolan continuity.
Because he's Batman.
And somehow, after escaping the hole in the middle of nowhere, he makes it back to Gotham. When Gotham's in lockdown.
I mean, we already know that if you're rich enough, you can escape lockdown.
That is true. Shit.
There's no lock.
The big oof of January 2022.
There's no lockdown that's too locked down for anyone with enough money, apparently. So.
Who knows? Maybe
like,
he Alcatraz it. He just slapped.
That's the plot completely bypassed because from experience, lockdowns don't mean anything. Apparently.
Apparently. If only we knew that.
Especially if Gotham's underneath martial law.
Yeah, if only we knew that 10 years ago. Maybe the plot would make more sense.
Yeah. At the time, it definitely didn't make sense, but now it's just like, oh, he's a billionaire. Of course he can. Of course he can completely bypass a lockdown in any form of like holding a person accountable.
Okay.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. But yeah, we say a lot of bullshit about like him traveling, who knows how many kilometers. Where was he? Anyway.
I don't know. It's the same thing like in Batman Begins. Like, how does he phone Alfred after he burns down the League of Shadows in wherever part of Asia he was in?
Fair. That one's viable. I think he could have just run into a phone.
Yeah.
But like, this version of Gotham is very hard to infiltrate. At the very least, to say. So, how'd he do it?
In a span of a couple of days too, because this bomb was about to go off when he came. Like,
Yeah.
It was 18 hours left. Once he was like, "Hey, Catwoman, nice apple." You know. That's all I remember is her taking the apple.
Nice apple.
That's apple.
The fuck?
The fuck, man?
I'm trying to go with a fine apple joke, but then I fucked it up. Okay.
Well,
Nice apple.
it's not as bad as I thought, but you know, I'll let it slide.
He's like, that's a nice fruit. I got a fruit you can take a bite out of.
I do like Scarecrow being Judge Scarecrow now.
Judge, jury, and
yes.
executioner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. This just tells you that a fascist dictatorship and martial law never works. Cause like, there's no qualifications to be a judge.
No.
It's like
Absolutely none.
you are sentenced to exile by order of the Peaky Blinders.
I sort of got through the amount of people Batman has fought. Through warlords, master assassins, and a therapist. Why was the therapist like the scariest one in that scene?
No, it's just because it's like stable mental health, not in my shit.
Fix
I'll
this.
have no one to beat up if you do your job well.
Do you remember?
It's just business.
Do you remember after the movie the rumors that Robin or Blake was going to be the next Batman Beyond,
Robin.
or for the next Christopher Nolan trilogy? I'm like, that's weird. Looking back at it now, like that's really weird.
I don't you tip to be the next Batman figure.
Yeah. Just because he like, oh, I called it. You got that look in your eyes. You're Bat. I'm like, nah, it doesn't work that way. But
You think you think he can protect Gotham when he can't even, get Zoe Dish? Like, I don't think he can do it. I just don't think he can do it.
No.
Like he did that thing where he was delivering shit on a bike pretty well, but I just don't trust him with Gotham.
Same here.
any
I would
scene,
not trust
any
that
scene
man
with Joseph Gordon-Levitt is in New York. He's putting
he's
into
never
his
left.
Bat persona.
He's never left. He's never left. He's,
The
he's
only
always been
women he
there.
dates are named after seasons.
It's like, what's
He only
that?
he only rides a bike with only one gear.
Oh fuck!
Yeah, it's like, sorry, Vicky Vale. I only date seasons apparently.
This movie was a bit of a mess.
It was.
I think that's what we're kind of trying to sum up here. The movie is a bit of a mess. There are a lot of things that are objectively fucking dumb. But it's still a Christopher Nolan Batman movie, so it's really hard to completely hate it.
It's filmed really well, and you can't hate it for that. Like, these are really cool moments. But at some points, it is kind of, if you look into it, it's kind of dumb. Because, if I will say, there's this one scene which I found really cool, but also very dumb right after. Was when he probably had to paint a bat symbol out of gasoline on top of a bridge when you only had a couple of hours to defuse this bomb. Like, Batman, was that necessary?
We have time.
Like, you couldn't make like a makeshift bat signal like what you did in beginning.
Nothing Batman with his own life has ever been necessary, let's be real.
Okay, right.
Batman wasting time and going way too overboard with everything.
With the theatricals of that.
Yes. Like, it was what he was taught. He got taught by Liam Neeson, who told him the best way to be like a symbol of justice, be really good at kicking ass, and second, be like a theater major. Like, you really got to go over the top with the visuals and the production. Man, you got more money than I'll ever be able to comprehend. So you use that budget. You use that budget to scare the fucking organized crime lords, the clowns with terrorists. Just, I want you to waste as much time as you can,
Like,
just to make it look cool.
Like, right behind Ra's al Ghul is Andrew Lloyd Webber.
Yes. Before you know it, we're gonna get like a Batman hip hop music, called Wayne, produced by Lin-Manuel Miranda. Batman is played by Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Sure.
It's gonna be like that scene from Hawkeye where they make a tragedy into a musical.
Oh God.
Batman just like, how does an orphan son of no parents?
Also, how is Gordon not dead by the end? Because he's in the back of the truck the whole time being.
Alright, and it
tossed
crashes.
Yeah.
And all he got was like a twisted like wrist or something. Or
Like,
like,
no.
Because he's been it's because he's been making viral videos with Logan Paul for years. He's used to being like thrown around in trucks and shit.
But yeah,
I don't know, man.
think we've exhausted all we wanted to say about this movie. That it's a mess, and there are funny moments, and you know there are moments we like.
Yeah. Again, it's just very pretty. But once you look into it, it is kind of dumb.
Yeah.
It's the movie equivalent of like, you know those chicken wings covered in edible gold? It's like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, it's an expensive thing that adds nothing to the product itself, but it definitely makes it look real fancy and
Right.
real expensive.
Like you can get the same thing probably in like Mulligans or something.
Yeah, yeah.
But you go to BGC for this.
Yeah, yeah,
Exact same thing.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, with that said, and I'm pretty sure everybody kind of has an, like idea of what our verdict will be. What would you rate this?
5 out of 10. Like there are things.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hey,
Wow, that's low score, but okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said, there are things I like, but like it's just all the plot holes and like really that's how this ends with, like it's not Bane, it's Talia. Like, okay. And then
Okay.
Bane's death being very anticlimactic. You're like, all right, sure, why not? But I like Bane. I like some of the fight scenes, and for some of it, like when he's climbing up the hole, I'm like so invested. And it all comes down to rewatchability. I do revisit this movie every once and again, but like that's often let's say Batman Begins or like BVS.
Yeah. Okay, I'm not gonna give The Dark Knight Rises a 5, but I will give this one a 6.5.
Okay.
Like I'm giving it a 0.5 because it is really pretty. Everybody. Okay, sure, questionable, but like, majority of the time, a lot of people here did their job quite well in terms of acting. Like Gordon really carried it. Joseph Gordon-Levitt carried it. Catwoman really
Gordon
carried it
and-
as well. Gordon and Gordon.
Gordon.
I keep forgetting his name, Blake something.
Yeah.
But yeah, they were probably my favorite characters from this entire movie, acting wise. I will say I'm a big fan of choreography when it comes to fight scenes, and sadly this ain't it. Like
Far
they're
from it.
yeah, far from it. Because I don't know if you were looking at the background. Remember that huge fight scene with the cops and the mercenaries and where they clash?
Yes. Yes.
If you look at the back, there's just this dude with a mercenaries like he's just doing this. And I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? You're on screen, motherfucker. Make it, sell it.
I love
Fuck's sake.
I love how Bane's army has multiple assault rifles and only 2 of them shoot at the crowd. Like, a whole army you have, but like on 2 is like, wait, we have guns.
Yeah, and like the dude from Joker from Full Metal Jacket kind of annoyed me.
Yeah.
Didn't like that guy. But yeah, it's a very pretty movie. But
Right, that's
yeah.
him. Fuck.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
Foley was in Full Metal Jacket as Joker.
Yeah. The guy with the glasses.
Joe God.
Yeah.
That's why he looked so he's the scared cop.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
the chicken shit cop. Yeah. Fuck, he's Joker. That's what he looks.
Yo,
Cool.
Yeah.
The
But,
more I know. Da-da-da.
yeah. But as Seb said, it is like chicken wings. You could get something else better, but this one has like gold on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is an M. And yeah, it is at the bottom of our list when it comes to Nolan. So yeah, that's my verdict on it. How about you, Seb?
I was gonna give it a 7, but it's 6. Like, they're just narrative holes Like way too many narrative holes. Really beautifully filmed, but you know it's a polished turret kind of in its own right. Like great performances, bad stunt work, shoddy as fuck storytelling. Like some of this feels like it was pieced together in real time, and like I hated that shit when it came to the stars, and I hate that shit here. So, if Nolan's biggest, because there are a lot of weaknesses to the Dark Knight series, the stunts are bad, the act is just really bad. But the dialogue's always been really good. The storytelling has been top notch. The editing has been shoddy, which is weird since it's Nolan. But like the poorest movies when it comes to his editing, like all of the things that made Dark Knight strong weren't here, but all the weaknesses were still here.
Yeah.
So your script did not save this movie, and you kept everything that was wrong about the Dark. So you missed on this, buddy.
Hey, to everybody who's watching it, did you like the movie? Did you not? Leave it down in the comments below and let us know. And if you like us, please hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell icon to be notified if we do have a video coming. But anyway, you can find us at facebook.com/geeksanddegenerates. Also, you can find us at Discord by the same name. You can find me at JohnGeom on Instagram. It is my art account. How about you, Enzo? Where can you find you individually?
Individually, you can find me at Gandalfus1995. And we're finally at Battinson. Holy fuck.
That's true, so expect that sometime soon. How about you, Seb? Where can they find you and any other platform?
You find me streaming alongside my buddies and girlfriend on facebook.com/Slurrp Media, Facebook.com/SLURRP Media at Facebook.com. And you can find me on Instagram if you for some reason want to check out the shit I money on. And you know, my personal bullshit at Seb the Harmist on Instagram. And if for some reason you want to know Wordle and me tweeting about anime, Twitter at Seb Soriano835.
Cool. Anyway, this has been our video, and thank you for watching. And please stay safe, wear a mask, get vaccinated, and get a booster for fuck's sake. And to all you geeks and degenerates out there, we'll see you guys next time. Ciao.
Bye.
Fuck, you can cut this part. What did I?
Yeah, that's good, man.
I choked so hard on the subscribe thing.
Yeah.
Fuck, where was I?
Subscribe.
Subscribe.
So what a mess.
No, I fucked up the order of it.
That's fine, man. I don't think
Yeah.
it really matters if they like subscribe
Dude,
and then ding and then like.
Jab, straight, uppercut. Comment, subscribe. It's simple as that.
I know.
Just throw those hands, like, comment, subscribe.
Alright, fuck. 3, 2, 1. Wait, let me get ready, fuck's sake! Oh, shit.